What is up, guys? I'm Kyle at Fortune. Today we're installing a 6-switch touch panel and upgrading some electrical. The days of using missile switches and rocker switches are slowly coming to an end, and now I'm going to bring this 86 Samurai up into the future with a 6-button switch panel. A lot of Jeeps have setups to where you can just run these boxes to your battery and then have a nice panel up in the cab that fits securely. They don't really make anything like that for the Samurai, at least not from what I've seen. So my original plan was to get 6 rocker switches and put those in there, kind of like how I have it set up in the Suburban. But if you've ever wired up those rocker switches, there's a lot of wires going all over the place. It's not a lot of fun, especially if they're not working. You have to hunt down the reason why. This kit replaces all of that stuff, so all you have to do is connect the battery and connect your accessories. Of course, there are a few other things you'll want to do, and we'll get it done in the Samurai. Got some new battery terminals. These are awesome because not only are they clamp on, but on the other end, you can easily take things on and off without removing the clamp, which is awesome. Makes everything a lot easier when you're doing wiring. Plus, it comes with these cool covers that go over it and protect everything. Really dig that it comes with those also. This is the switch kit I've decided to go with. It's got a spot for 6 different buttons, 6 different accessories. Comes already wired up, has this big box here with 6 fuses and the 6 relays already in it. It's really convenient to just use this instead of all of the wiring, because when you run relays, fuses, rocker switches, there's a lot of wiring that has to go on. This has it all pretty much already done. Obviously, one ground for the box. This is the positive for your 6 different accessories. Positive for the box. This goes to the ignition. I'll probably do this off of, I don't know, CD player, cigarette lighter, something like that. This last cord goes into the little switch panel. Came with this bracket. I just screwed it in right there. And all you got to do is plug and play. Comes with a sheet of 24 different options. This part's really cool. You can move this stuff around. You can really customize it to whatever you want to use. This is going to be perfect. It's got everything that I'm planning on using in the Samurai right now. Doesn't really come with any directions, but it does come with this diagram of how everything's supposed to be wired up. Looks pretty easy. I'll have to start taking all the old wiring out. There's a lot of loose stuff hanging out in there, and we'll get to wiring this up. This is the end that attaches to the positive terminal. It's way too small to go on anything, so I'm going to put one of the big copper fittings over it. got the harness coming through the firewall right there. Won't fit through that grommet perfectly. And I'm thinking about just putting it right here. It's 2 by 3 inches, which fits in there just perfectly. So what I'll have to do is drill some holes for this bracket, put it up like that, and I think I'm gonna have mine up at an angle. I'll probably just drill a hole right here and stick the other end of the harness through there. Tie up as much as I can down here and then put some more under the hood to keep everything out of the way. These are the 6 switches I'm going to be using for now. This one's just a placekeeper for now. I don't have anything to do with that. Most of it is just lights, and then I'll be running a dual battery setup eventually, so I'll be able to use my aux here. But we've just got interior light bar, my squares on the windshield, the rock lights that'll probably be in the wheel wells somewhere, and the most important of all, I can reach it from sitting in my seat buckled up. If I have one critique, it's just that this part feels a little bit flimsy. Up here, pressing these buttons, it's fine, but when you press it down here, it definitely gives a little bit. Now we need to figure out how to get power to this, so we're gonna tap into something that comes on with the accessories and then mount it through this hole here. What I usually like to do is go with the cigarette lighter because it comes on with the accessories, so we'll tap into that. Don't even have one right now. What we're going to use is one of these ADA circuits. A lot of these are the mini fuse, but the Samurai takes the standard fuse, which is larger. I will put this down in the description if anyone else wants to check it out on Amazon. So the ADA circuit also includes a 20 amp fuse, which is the yellow one here. So the wire you can see is kind of lined up with the yellow fuse. That's the one that's going to go to the accessory we're going to be powering. And then the cigarette lighter is originally a 15 amp fuse, so this will just go straight down and protect the cigarette lighter again. We've got our ADA circuit in there. It's a little dark, kind of hard to see up there, but it's coming out of the cigarette lighter just like we planned. We've got our switch panel installed up here, and then we got this red missile switch. Every truck needs to have a missile switch in it, just so when people ask what it does, you can tell them, this switch, don't ever touch that switch.
My name is Bond, James Bond.
So because we're plugged in the cigarette lighter, whenever the accessory is clicked on, the lights come on. Green just means that I have power, and then yellow means we got lights. One thing worth mentioning with this is this right here, the auxiliary battery. Everything on here is running off of the main battery. So if you run this to an isolator so you can connect your 2 batteries, it's not going to work if your main battery is dead. So running 2 batteries, you want to hook them up for winching, that's fine. But if you want to jump yourself off of a spare battery, you're going to have the isolator running off the spare battery, not how I have it set up here. So when I do switch to dual batteries, I'll probably use this red missile switch down here. This was actually already drilled out, so I thought, you know what, I'll just put a switch in there for now, find a use for it. I think that extra battery is going to be it. Pretty straightforward install. I think it came out pretty clean. I can still get to my dimmer switch down here, and don't have anything else right here yet, but I can still use that spot too. Worked out pretty well. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found this helpful. I know there were a lot of people that aren't comfortable with wiring, and a bunch of people on the forums asking questions about how I was going to set mine up. That was it. It's really easy. Check it out for yourself. If you want to check out one of these switch pods, look in the description below. I've got a link to my Amazon Associates account in the description, along with the ADA circuit and a couple other things. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to know when my new videos come out, hit the bell notification. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.